I think we have 5 countries, big countries, that are looking at Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. I made this comment to Grant 2 days ago. See, they're still not getting it. Grant saw Germany sell Bitcoin. I said, yeah, dude, there's a reason they sold Bitcoin. They can't make their own money. Let's think about what we're doing. We have the best marketing and promotion team in the history of mankind. We were good enough to get, dude, we should only be having Sailor. Instead, we have Sailor in the entire future administration of the United States government behind it. If I was in another country, I'd be terrified. I'd be jumping all over Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, and the more banks come into this, the more banks are going to then create the tools that guys like me are used to having. And these tools are going to be better than the legacy tools, because the legacy tools have been built on really old plumbing, dude. The best example is the silver that I just sold.
Gary Cardone breaks down why Bitcoin is the ultimate investment option today, drawing from the experiences of figures like Grant Cardone and Michael Saylor, who proudly bought in at $70,000. But it's not just about price. Gary discusses Bitcoin's role as a strategic reserve, the US government's approach, and global geopolitical shifts. You won't want to miss this.
Let's see, MicroStrategy was trading under $200 2 weeks ago. It's at 334 or something, 335 today. Bitcoin was trading at, let's see, Germany dumped some 100,000 coins or something. That was 2 months ago at 52 to 55. We're at 88, 89 now. Ran right up against 94. We have Pennsylvania placing a bill into office to put Bitcoin on their strategic reserve. I think you will see, and I've said this before, every energy state, Wyoming, Montana, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Pennsylvania, will all put Bitcoin on its strategic treasury, because all of those states have energy that's trapped. Literally, it's just sitting there doing nothing. It never turns into a dollar. That will all happen. Then you have countries doing it now. Least of all, the United States of America is most certainly pushing this agenda now for a strategic reserve. I think there's absolutely no way we don't get a strategic reserve, because there's no good reason not to. Like, you cannot come up with one good reason not to minimally keep Bitcoin on your balance sheet. And then once you've decided that, you will have a very difficult time saying, well, I've kept it on the balance sheet. I didn't sell it like a Picasso, like I normally would. Keeping it on the balance sheet, and I'm not going to add. You most certainly will add once you hold it. I think we have 5 countries, big countries, that are looking at Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. I made this comment to Grant 2 days ago. See, they're still not getting it. Grant saw Germany sell Bitcoin. I said, yeah, dude, there's a reason they sold Bitcoin. They can't make their own money, because people made fun of Germany for selling. Germany had no choice. Anybody that said they were stupid, you're missing the point. They had to sell it, dude. They have no money to buy it with, right? They can't make their euro. Those euros are already allocated for something else. We don't have to do that. And then you start to think, whoa, why don't we have to do that? Because we have the ability to print money. Now, who else wouldn't have to do that? Iraq. Well, Iraq prints some of its own money, but the other guys are going to be people that are sovereigns that are long energy, and they're not moving at all. They too will put it on their strategic reserve, and that is exactly why Pennsylvania, Montana, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, and Wyoming, most certainly in the next 3 months, will do the exact same bill Cindy Loomis put out. David Tawali, who is not an aggressive investor. I mean, but he's not crazy. He's probably just a slight tad less bullish than I am on Bitcoin. The point we were trying to make, at $88,000, there's never been a cheaper time to invest in Bitcoin. If you look at the number, you'll go, oh, wow, I could have done it at 22. Yeah, at 22, they had so much risk, it was stupid. At 17, at 200, I have friends that own Bitcoin at $300, and they are buying Bitcoin. I just had lunch with Michael Saylor for 2.5, 3 hours. He is most certainly still buying Bitcoin. He is proud to buy the tops. His last purchase was at 70, man. The ETFs are coming in at 80. So the new money coming in, they're not buying 22s and 30s and 57s. What the fuck y'all thinking about, dude? They're buying the market. They're buying the market. Show me an offer, I'll take it. Show me another offer, I'll take that one. This is, you walk away from this one, and you're gonna walk away from $30,000 or $40,000 worth of premium. I'm not sure that the industry knows how to digest all this information. They pop from Pepe to, hey, look at the inflows from Bitwise. Look at the inflows to Fidelity. These inflows are staggering. They're not marginal, okay? They're humongous. They're 900 a day, $900 million a day popping into this thing. No one, not a human being, not the ETF providers, not BlackRock assume the volume would be this significant.
Gary Cardone shares how Bitcoin has evolved into the ultimate call option, with prominent investors seizing the opportunity to buy at today's prices, despite the earlier volatility. With staggering daily inflows into platforms like Fidelity, the scale of Bitcoin investment is hard to ignore, with $900 million in daily trades, peaking at $1.2 billion in 2021. Gary's own strategy? A smash buy, investing $5,000 into Bitcoin and $100,000 into algorithmic trading, planning to compare results with a more traditional dollar-cost averaging approach. But beyond the numbers, Bitcoin's role in global geopolitics is growing. As energy-rich states in the US push Bitcoin as a strategic reserve, countries like Russia and Iraq may follow suit, with the US government backing Bitcoin's place in its future.
Let's think about what we're doing. We have the best marketing and promotion team in the history of mankind. We were good enough to get, dude, we should only be having Saylor. Instead, we have Saylor in the entire future administration of the United States government behind it. If I was in another country, I'd be terrified. I'd be jumping all over Bitcoin. This is my point. You know, I made this comment about earlier this morning. 6,000 people agreed with me. Hey, the entry point to Bitcoin today is cheaper than it's ever been. Risk adjusted. Risk adjusted. What does that mean? Risk of losing it all. Risk of regulatory interference. Risk of time. The swing we're going to get right now is going to be bigger relative to the time. They got people that have been around here, man, for this much time. You literally been here this much time. You're going to make a shitload of money in a very contracted period of time. Even though Simon's going to make a lot more numbers than you, relative to what you stuck in, relative to energy, money, or time, or education, dude, your return is so safeguarded. I mean, I just bought another close to $1 million worth of Bitcoin at these levels, dude. Didn't even think about it. Bitcoin is, and the more banks come into this, the more banks are going to then create the tools that guys like me are used to having. And these tools are going to be better than the legacy tools, because the legacy tools have been built on really old plumbing, dude. Okay? The best example is the silver that I just sold. Now, I sold that silver. You wanted me to bring this up. I sold 23,700 ounces of silver. 10, 11 days later, I'm going to get the money, less $70 for wire fees. And let's see, that's $850,000. Silver's falling and Bitcoin's going up $10,000. I lost a fucking Bitcoin out of this, man. Okay, I lost a Bitcoin. I could have bought 11 Bitcoin. Now I can only buy 10. You see, that's a fucking problem, man. So, and why would the banks want to lose, or why would my silver guy want to lose? Look, if he's making 3% on the money, he made $2,400.
Yeah.
For doing nothing, dude. For just delaying the phone calls, right? That may be my last large legacy deal. I don't see myself doing any of this stuff anymore. It's just too much work. And when you start thinking about buying $1 billion worth of new reserves for your country, I don't think you're going to do it in gold. I think they're going to, once they do one in Bitcoin, they're going to be like, whoa, this is simple. No shipping, no logistics, no waiting, no insurance, no wait, no audits necessary that require people going to a site. So I have let's say I have $100,000 sitting in this account. I've decided, hey, I don't want to wait till the end of November. I don't want to wait till December to buy this. So I do want to do a smash buy, right? I do want to do a smash buy, but I don't want to do it at one time. I want to do it over I said, look, every 4 hours, $100,000. I want to be done by November the 30th. Plug that in. Okay, we're going to execute $544 every 4 hours for you. Bang, bang, every 4 hours, dude, until that 100 grand is exhausted. And I'm going to be able to compare my cost there to my smash buy. Okay. Now, even if it's higher, I think what you're going to see over time, I won't always be able to pick the lowest smash buys. I'll pick some I picked some at when I sold my house down the street for $2.5 million, I smashed it into Bitcoin at 66 and it went to 57. You didn't see me getting worried. Now it's at 88, man. 4 months later, I have made $1 million on that house that I was never going to make.
Gary Cardone paints an exciting picture for Bitcoin's future, not just as an investment, but as a tool for global economic shifts. As Bitcoin becomes a strategic asset, countries are rethinking their reserves and policies, and the US government is leading the charge. Bitcoin could be a key solution in a world facing major economic and political transitions. Stay tuned for more insights on navigating this golden age of Bitcoin.